Hi, I'm Fred.
And I'm Sarah, aka the Paris Quiz Mistress.
We're two friends addicted to trivia, and we're
rewatching
Alias.
But this is not an Alias podcast. Every episode, we play general knowledge trivia on a theme.
5 quiz questions for you to play along.
And the iconic early 2000s spy thriller show starring Jennifer Garner
Doesn't really matter.
Because this is
not an Alias podcast.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Fred.
Welcome back, everybody, to Not an Alias podcast.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it's not. I mean, it's not an Alias podcast, but it literally could be anything else.
It's mostly something else, but at its core, it is not an Alias podcast.
Anything but.
Yes.
An Alias podcast.
And yet to start, we're going to talk about Alias.
Which is counterintuitive, we realize.
I know. We planned this somehow.
Yeah.
Incredible. Do you want to talk about episode 16, The Prophecy, but only in 60 seconds?
Like I'm diffusing a bomb?
Exactly. I'm jamming the signal. We have 60 seconds. You're clear.
All right.
And go.
So the Department of Special Research, the UFO people, ask the Senate for money to study Sydney. And then Sydney jumps off a cliff in Brazil. And then they question Sydney. And it's kind of like the SAT. And then they find out who the man is. And it's a guy named Alexander Casino. And then the Alliance is like, do we go to war with the man? And Sloan really wants to go to war with the man because remember Quentin Tarantino stole something from the vault and blah, blah, blah. And then Roger Moore shows up. Great cameo. And we get to see some like Alliance behind the scenes stuff. And anyways, Roger Moore double crosses Sloan into assassinating his friend who he thinks is double crossing him, but really he was the double crosser. Anyways, he swings the vote in the wrong direction, so they vote not to go to war with the man. And then they go to Rome and they do not eat pizza. And there's a Kobe Bryant reference that aged poorly.
We just escaped a la Sydney. Kobe Bryant, hey. What do you think your quiz is about?
I don't think it's about Kobe Bryant.
You know me well.
Is it about Montreal?
No, but it's about geography.
Yeah.
In a way.
There's always a lot of Italy. We're always in and around. We got some Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
More specifically,
Pizza.
they go to the
Vatican.
Yes. And so I decided to write a quiz about microstates.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is trivia 101 here. Okay, let's see.
Trivia fodder that we love. So I went and checked the list of the 20 smallest states in the world, and I listed them all, and I decided to write a quiz about whatever came to me.
Great.
And I came up with 5 questions. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's go. Question 1. We all know that the $10 founding father without a father was born in a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, but on which island exactly, which is today part of the only federation in the Caribbean, was Alexander Hamilton born?
Oh, was it Trinidad?
No, but it's an and something.
Oh, is it St. Kitts and the other one?
There's always another one, right?
There's always the other guy.
What's the other guy?
It's not St. Bart's. Oh, gosh. It's St. Kitts and... Oh, first letter?
N.
Nevis.
Nevis. Exactly. Alexander Hamilton was born on the island of Nevis.
Wow. They did not put that in the lyrics.
No. I
which
guess
have been helpful.
he didn't find a rhyme for Nevis. And yet he found one for Bursar, sir. Question 2. Which city located at the foot of the Sierra Nevada in the Andalusia region gave its name to 2 Caribbean microstates, possibly because it was the city of origin of many of the people who renamed these places?
2 microstates in the Caribbean, which both have the name of a place in Andalusia.
Inspired by the place in Andalusia.
Where is in Andalusia? Seville. Is it Seville? No. Malaga. I don't know.
I can say it's sort of an explosive name.
Oh, is it Grenada?
Yes.
Yeah. 2 microstates whose names were inspired by Grenada.
So we have Grenada, or Grenades, and the other one is St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Oh, love a grenadine.
Yeah. Oh, I love a grenadine right now. Question 3. The musical style called spouge emerged from the native microstate of this very successful singer, mostly known by her stage name, but who used her surname as the name of a company she launched in 2017.
All right. This one I know. We're talking about Rihanna. Fenty. And she's from Barbados.
Yes, you got it.
What is spouge?
It's music from Barbados.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Uh-huh. Is it just Rihanna?
No, it's in the vibe of calypso music, soca music, but this one is specifically associated with Barbados. Spouge.
Cool.
Question 4. Although her career only consisted of 11 movies in 6 years, this woman became an icon and won an Academy Award before retiring at the age of 26 to follow a different but still glamorous path until her untimely death at the age of 55 in her microstate of adoption.
Oh, I think I knew this from the first line. Very well set question. Was this Princess Grace Kelly?
Yes.
Of Monaco?
Of Monaco. Indeed. Perfect.
How did she bite it again?
Car accident.
Ah, yes. Classic royal.
I won an Oscar in 55 for a girl in a country girl. The girl in the country. I should probably write these down.
Nah.
Nah. And then she did a bunch of things, and then she did a Hitchcock, right? And then she was like, you know what? I'm going to be a princess. Hey, Rainy Eighth, the Third, I'll marry you.
Good move. Good career move.
Question 5. If you change the S to a D, you turn this microstate into a mighty American sportsman who played for a team in Miami from 83 to 96 and is considered one of the best ever at his position, even though he never won a national title.
Is this a sports ball question?
Sort of.
Miami.
So they have the same name except the first letter is an S.
The first letter. Who could this be? So the microstate has an S.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh! I figured it out. San Marino becomes Dan Marino.
Isn't it funny how close the two names are? And yet radically different in every other way?
Yeah.
I know. Yes, you're right. Dan Marino from the Miami Dolphins. Never won a Super Bowl, but is very, very good at what he does. And San Marino, which is the other microstate in Italy.
Yep.
I don't know if it's an enclave or not, but it's in there.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Exactly. There you go. You got it. Santa Dan. And we closed the quiz with that. Very well parsed. Good job.
We have an overrepresentation of Caribbean.
Well, they're overrepresented in the list. So I think there were a lot of Trinidad and whatnot and Grenada and all that. And some Oceania, I think.
Yeah.
Tuvalu and all that.
Yeah, I was hoping for some Oceania. I was hoping you were going to serve me some Andorra, some co-prince action.
Oh, some, which Emmanuel Macron is this in Andorra, Prince of Co-whatever?
Yep.
No.
Oh, well.
The quiz, they got to fall a certain way, you know?
Yep.
Exactly. And they got to write those questions because they almost choose themselves. I stumbled upon Dan Marino, San Marino, and I got to do that.
Yep. No, good one. Very good.
Thank you. We have reached the end of the trivia portion of the program. We'll have a 1 second intermezzo for the people to get out and the other ones to get in. And, okay, everybody's sitting down. Yes, Let's talk about the prophecy.
Yeah, awesome. It was so cool that Roger Moore was in
You know what?
the Alliance.
I didn't know.
You did?
You just, when you said it, of course, I was thinking, do I know this guy? Why is this guy here? Big character. Oh, of course it's Roger Moore. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Chops.
When I started at the beginning, the man is Rambaldi. I mean, Rambaldi's a man. Rambaldi's a man. That's my theory.
Okay, interesting.
We had Donato Clockman, who was like, I'm 500 years old, shoot me.
Oh, so you think, okay. So yeah, your theory is Rambaldi's still alive.
So it's established that Renaissance people can be alive. And Casanao is such a red herring. I mean, it's bright red, crimson herring. I mean, I guess Rambaldi just has the technology now to do what he wanted to do all along. And he knows that Sydney's going to help him or whatever. And Rambaldi's a man.
Okay, cool.
I know. I mean, I'm thinking.
Is Rambaldi former KGB?
Maybe he created all the things. He created the CIA and the KGB and imagine like imagine, but I'm imagining one of these flashbacks where you see him through history at like a revolution here and like a meaningful event there. Oh my God.
Like a bit like a Bill and Ted situation.
Exactly. He was on the Hindenburg and then he jumped. I'm imagining things.
I really liked all of the sort of backstage tour of how the Alliance operates.
Oh, yes.
It's quite cool.
Once again, tiny bit gullible, Sloan.
Yeah, I guess that your first thought in 2001 wasn't Photoshop.
I guess. Yeah, maybe the resource, the Roger Moore, what's it? Poole? Edward
Poole.
Nice. Yeah, maybe it wasn't as obvious, but he kills his friend, which is like, ugh.
I mean, it's further characterizing how ruthless the lengths he's willing to go to, how, vindictive, He really hates Quentin Tarantino.
He really does. He really does. He did not like Reservoir Dogs at all.
No.
He thinks it's overrated. He thinks you should tip. Shout out to Sydney with a very cool line. You move out of my way, or I'll make you move out of my way.
Oh, who did she say that to?
To guy after the SAT thing. Like I just said the SAT.
Yeah, after she took the SAT at the FBI.
The Rorschach tests and whatnots.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it's a guy. Very, very assertive. I like that. Still don't like Vaughn, who's getting angry at everyone, even though people are making sort of rational decisions.
Vaughn is he's like an agent when he wants to be. He's like a desk guy sometimes, and then he's like, let's go on a mission. Yeah,
he's a bit dilettantish, and then he's getting very involved. Sydney's like, do you want to go to the Vatican with me? He's like, yes, I love you. Oh, sorry, I'm coming with you to the Vatican.
Let's take point-and-shoot pictures of this frame.
And then he sees the painting in which the secret is hidden, and he almost stabs it immediately with a knife. He goes with a knife.
He's like, let's get it.
Yeah, and she's like, wait a second, Vaughn, you terrible, terrible guy. And shout out to the Zebu Lounge, which is the club where
the club
she
at
goes.
the end. Yeah, being taken into custody was very public.
At first, I thought she was in danger.
I mean, she is.
She is. She's in custody. And then the prophecy is read, and I do not care for the prophecy. It was just gobbledygook, blah, 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 blah. This woman and...
The women here depicted shall render the greatest power unto utter desolation.
Ooh. Yeah.
You don't like it?
I think I listened to it 3 times, and it was like, I get it. I get what you're trying to do. This is very important. But yeah. But, I mean, the prophecy itself, cool. But the wording...
It's going to destroy everything, y'all.
Exactly. She's Doomsday Girl now.
It's funny that they would literally translate whatever, like, the encrypted Renaissance Italian whatever would be to, like, these very flowery English.
This is something... I mean, it's Alias.
We love it. We love it. We're here for it.
Truly.
Great. Cool. So,
We'll see what happens to Sydney now that she's in the custody of the UFO people.
The UFO, yeah, the Area 51 folks.
Exactly.
The tin hat folks.
Thank you, everybody. See you soon.
Thanks for listening to Not an Alias podcast, produced by Celia Brondeau with original music by Mad98.
If you love what we do, leave us a tip. The link to the tip jar is in the description.
And you can follow all things trivia at Paris Quiz Mistress.
And all things Fred at Fred Me Up.
Until next time.
Stay nerdy and keep quizzing.